Hey folks, it's Abby from Abby of Pellinor and welcome to 2023. I have my very first TBR of this year. Let's dive straight in. First up is a book that I'm carrying over from last month, the only one I didn't finish up in 2022, and that is Silver Under Nightfall by Chupeco. I am a fair amount of the way through this, about 300 odd pages, and this is a book about vampires, which I have not read since Twilight. So it's very different for me, but I'm enjoying it so far. This was the Goldsboro book for November, I believe. Or did it come in October and then I was reading it in November? That sounds more likely. So yeah, I'm a bit behind on those, but I'm going to finish this one up. Like I said, I'm enjoying it so far, so I am looking forward to seeing how this one ends up. And on the related note, I may as well show you the Goldsboro book that came in December, so that I'm reading in January, and that is City of Last Chances by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I know very little about this. A fantasy where there's a darkness in the city, and the weight of its wretched poor and the burden of its ancient curse. Again, Goldsboro books I just read, and this has the most stunning sprayed edges I have ever seen. So, very excited. Then a book that I have started, because I am filming this on the 5th. I am a little behind. I was enjoying my New Year's, leave me alone. So yes, the book that I have already started and I'm buddy reading with the wonderful Olivia from Olivia's Catastrophe, and that is Les Misérables by Victor Hugo. So this is part 1, part 2 is in a stack. But we're reading through the entirety of both parts this year. We're going to be reading 2 chapters each day. So far we're 30 pages in, so you've not missed much. I'm enjoying it so far, which is always good. So yes, this is going to be our big classic. Last year we read The Count of Monte Cristo, which we finished surprisingly quickly, and the year before we read A War and Peace, which we finished quicker than we thought, but we started on the 1st of January and we finished at the end of September, so not so quick. I think this may be more of an end of September rather than a May finish, but we'll see. If you don't know what this one's about, neither do I. French Revolution, pretty much all I know. Then for the Don't Forget Your Towel-a-thon, which is being hosted by the wonderful Hannah from Ladette M, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. I am finally going to be diving into this series. I am so excited to read these books. My partner has read them and he really enjoyed them, and I need more sci-fi and classic British literature in my life, so I'm very excited to dive into this. I know less than I know about the others. General English bullshittery. Sounds fantastic. Very excited. Please do keep an eye on Hannah's social media, she'll be linked down below, to see when we will be having our live shows. Then next up, Klara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro. I was supposed to read this in December, and December was not my month, and this was put on my TBR by the wonderful Celine from Stuff Celine Does, so she will be linked down below as well. And this is a book translated from Japanese about these AI robotics things that are assigned to children, or like the parents buy them for the children, and we are following one of these robotics. I have seen Humans by Channel 4, which I enjoyed. I've not seen all of it, but I've seen 2-3 seasons of it, which I enjoyed, and I imagine this will have some similar vibes, so I'm looking forward to it. And then the piece de resistance. The wonderful Kaylin from Manchester Rabbit didn't get me any books because my boyfriend said that he would get the train up to Scotland and murder her if she did. So instead I was given other things from her for Christmas, and one of them was this gorgeous tarot card box. I do have tarot cards, but my tarot is the Rider Waite, and I'm leaving them in their original, very dilapidated box packaging. I was not the first one to own those. And instead I'm using this as a TBR coffin. That's what I'm calling it. It's got these like little deaths and a little dragon. Let's pick a book for the TBR. That's how much is in it roughly. So not a lot. So let's see. I can actually, ooh, I can rummage. I like the rummaging space. Oh! Okay. Thank you, jar. Mwah. So the book that the jar picked out for me is Black-Eyed Susans by Julia Heaberlin. This is a thriller, a mystery thriller. I haven't read anything like this in years. Actually, my boyfriend bought me this in 2016 and I still haven't read it. Only 7 years later. Christ. This is about a girl who is the sole survivor of a serial killer, and she is left in a grave surrounded by all the other girls, and Black Eyed Susan's, the flower. And so she convicts this guy and he's about to go to the death penalty when there's a lawyer telling her that the man about to be put to death is innocent and he's in jail and someone else is planting Black Eyed Susan's outside of her windows. So this should be good. I've heard a lot of great things about Julia Heaberlin's writing, so I am very excited to dive in finally. And I think for once we can all agree that I have a short TBR. How has that happened? I'm sorry, am I starting out 2023 with the right intentions? What's going on here? Because if you don't know, my goal for 2023 primarily is to not stress myself out so much. Wish me luck with that one. So please do let me know down below, folks, what are you wanting to read this month? One book that's on your TBR. If I have to pick one, I'm probably going to say Klara and the Sun, because that is the one book that wasn't put on there from someone else, someone or something else. So yeah, Klara and the Sun. Oh no, Celine put that on there. I have no self-agency. Jar, readathon. Celine, Olivia, Gorsborough. Maybe this is for the best. Thank you so much for watching, folks. If you'd like to see how I end up getting along with these reads, as well as hopefully soon I will be having my end of 2022 wrap-up videos coming up. I need to film them. I'm currently not very well, so I'm only filming a couple of videos right now, so once I'm better I'm going to be filming all of my wrap-up videos for the end of the year, which should be a lot of fun. So if you'd like to see them, please do hit subscribe down below. Again, remember to check out the wonderful people that I mentioned that I'll link in the description, and I'll catch you folks in the next video. Bye!